It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown! Good evening, everyone. I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network, and I'm live inside Mogadore Memorial Stadium as the Wildcats play host to the East Canton Hornets in this Division 7 Region 25 Regional Semifinal Playoff game brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. East Canton comes in the 7th seed with a record of 10-2. Head coach John Spider Miller and his team come in on a 6-game winning streak. And in round 2 of the playoffs, they pulled off a big upset. They went on the road last week to defeat Fairport Harding convincingly by a final of 46-26. Behind quarterback Owen McCroskey and running back Dylan Anderson, the Hornets will look for another upset to continue this incredible run. Mogadore enters tonight the 3 seed with a record of 10-1. They had a first-round bye, then destroyed East Palestine in round 2, 54-7. The Wildcats lost in week 3 of the regular season to Dalton and haven't lost since. They are on an incredible 8-game winning streak and have scored 33 points or more in the last 6 straight games. They'll continue the march for a shot at a state title this evening. The winner here tonight plays the winner of 1 seed McDonald and 4 seed Monroeville next week in the regional final. We're going to step away for a commercial break, and when we return, we will preview the other games being called on the Q92 Sports Network. I'm Jay Wilhelm, and you're listening to High School Football Playoffs on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
Winter's coming, and your garage is still a mountain of "I'll deal with it later." This year, clear the clutter and make room for what matters, like your car. Partner with your neighbors and rent a dumpster from DL Supply in East Canton. Affordable, convenient, and perfect for your winter cleanup. Call 330-956-4017 or stop by 322 West Nassau Street today. DL Supply, helping you dig out before the snow moves in. That's DL Supply, where cleanup meets convenience.
Looking for honest, reliable auto repair? Stuffed Automotive Systems in East Canton has you covered. This small family and locally owned shop specializes in diagnostics, air conditioning, brakes, and complete auto repair. Done right the first time. Check out their fresh new paint and graphics at 4100 Georgetown Street Northeast and see why locals trust them with their ride. Call 330-418-6394 or check out Stuffed Automotive Systems on Facebook.
Serving the East Canton and surrounding communities for over 30 years, the Foltz Community Center is happy to serve as a community partner to the East Canton schools and provide spaces for many organizations to come together. In East Canton on Wood Street North, call 330-488-6500 and ask the Foltz Community Center for a tour of their rooms to accommodate your event today. Celebrate life's moments with the Foltz Community Center. That number again is 330-488-6500.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
We are back here live inside Mogadore Memorial Stadium as both teams continue through their pregame routines as we lead you up to kickoff. It's time to tag in my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees. Mike, another round deep into the playoffs. Welcome, my friend.
What's happening, sir? It is a beautiful night for football inside Mogadore Memorial Stadium. We've got a good one. before we get to it, we've got 3 other games tonight on the Q92 Sports Network. We're going to start by sending it over to Ryan Keller. He's got Massillon and Columbus DeSales.
The road to Canton runs directly through Columbus as 2 Ohio heavyweights clash for a spot in the regional final. Get ready for OHSAA Division II Region 7 semifinal between the Massillon Tigers and St. Francis DeSales. The number 3 seeded Massillon Tigers come into tonight after a dominant 62-7 blowout victory last week over North Canton Hoover. Coach Moore's squad has showcased the potent balanced attack. Look for running back Xavier Owens and Anthony McMullen Jr. to set the physical tone behind the massive offensive line, while quarterback Manuel Patterson has been razor sharp, throwing only 1 incompletion last week and hitting targets like Giorgio Jackson. Massillon will focus on their power and efficiency. Standing in their way are the 2 seed St. Francis DeSales Stallions, fresh off one of the most thrilling playoff wins in recent memory. DeSales showed up clutch late in that ball game with quarterback R.J. Day throwing a record-breaking 482 yards, capping off a dramatic game-winning touchdown in the final seconds of the game. Day's favorite target, 4-star junior Jordan Karhoff, is an absolute difference maker and a weapon Massillon must account for. The regional semifinals comes down to a classic battle of strengths. Can the vaunted Massillon defensive line, anchored by Zayshawn Murray, pressure R.J. Day and contain the Stallions' explosive passing attack? Or will DeSales' offensive line create enough time for Day to strike deep and add another dramatic chapter to their incredible playoff run? It's the battle for the Division II Region 7 semifinals. You can hear all the action tonight at 7 o'clock on Q92 Sports Network. Join me, Ryan Keller, and my broadcast partner, Derek DeMitt, for all the action. From DeSales High School in Columbus, it's Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. That'll be a good game indeed. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get our AM game of the week, our FM game of the week, and we'll get you all set for Mogadore and East Canton. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today, because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
Looking for a new opportunity? Mideast Trucking, family owned and operated since 1973, is hiring. We're proud to serve the oil field, hauling rigs, and heavy equipment across the region. We're now hiring general laborers, equipment operators, and CDL Class A drivers. Stop by and apply in person at 831 West Nassau Street in East Canton, or message us on Facebook today. Join the Mideast Trucking family, where hard work drives success. That's Mideast Trucking in East Canton.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
Winter's coming, and your garage is still a mountain of "I'll deal with it later." This year, clear the clutter and make room for what matters, like your car. Partner with your neighbors and rent a dumpster from DL Supply in East Canton. Affordable, convenient, and perfect for your winter cleanup. Call 330-956-4017 or stop by 322 West Nassau Street today. DL Supply, helping you dig out before the snow moves in. That's DL Supply, where cleanup meets convenience.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Mogadore High School Memorial Stadium, it is Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. We've got Mogadore and East Canton, but before we get there, we've got 2 more game previews to let you listen in on. We're going to send it to the AM game of the week. West Branch, Perry, Sam Berkwin, take it away.
A big high school football playoff game coming up later on tonight here in Lake County as the Lake County Perry Pirates take on the visiting West Branch Warriors in a Division IV Region 13 Third-round playoff game. This should be a fantastic game. West Branch has won 10 games in a row. By the way, the Warriors in their 5th consecutive year of regional semifinal play as they come off of a very nice win a week ago at home as they took out the Norton Panthers. Let's talk about the West Branch and their quarterback, Grady Hurst. He should get over 2,500 yards tonight as he comes in with 2,427 on the year and 25 touchdowns. This West Branch defense also is no joke. They have kept them in each and every ball game all season long. We're going to talk about tradition. How about this Lake County team under head coach Bob Gresowich? You know, they were state champions just a couple of years ago. The Pirates won the Chagrin Valley Conference division again for the 3rd consecutive year. They come off of a very nice win last weekend at home against Chardon Notre Dame Cathedral Latin. And speaking of Coach Bob Gresowich, his record at Pitt Perry, 58 wins and 10 losses. And we told you about that state championship they won just a few years ago. It should be a fantastic game. Temperature's supposed to be in the upper 40s for kickoff tonight up in Lake County. Join me and my partner, Caleb Norick, with the kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock. It's West Branch and it's Lake County Perry looking to move on to the 4th round of the playoffs. I'm Sam Berkman, AM 1310, WDPN, and Q92radiosports.com.
Thanks a lot, Sam. Good one indeed. Next, our FM game of the week. It's McKinley. It's Menor. Clint, take it away.
McKinley's 30-7 win over Medina last week gets them a matchup this week with undefeated Mentor. The Pups pulled away after being tied at 7 in the third quarter. Shad Davis ran for 87 yards and 3 TDs, while the county's leading rusher, sophomore Kylan West, had 128 yards. Bulldogs ran for 279 yards overall. West has 1,311 yards. Senior quarterback Trent Hayden has thrown for 1,588 yards and 15 touchdowns. Linebacker Antonio Stevens has 96 tackles, 14 for loss, while end Colin Hinkle leads the team with 16 TFLs and 7 sacks. The Pups haven't allowed more than 25 points in a game this season, surrendering an average of 14.5. Menor is 24-1 in their last 25 games. The lone loss coming to St. Edward in a regional final last year, 13-7. They average 42 points a game and have given up more than 7 only once since week 4. The Cardinals have beaten only 3 teams with winning records, one of those being a 52-6 romp over 6-5 Jackson last week. Score was 52-0 at halftime. Brogan Jones went 15 of 18 for 189 yards and 4 scores, while Jackson Farley ran 4 times for 124 yards and 2 TDs. The Kent State recruit has run for 1,589 yards and 26 touchdowns, while wideout Justin Hodge, who is headed for Miami of Ohio, has caught 45 balls for 900 yards and 13 touchdowns. The Cardinals feature 3 offensive linemen with Division I offers. Menor beat McKinley 31-0 in last year's third round, marking the 4th time the Cardinals have knocked the Bulldogs out of the postseason in 7 years. McKinley has not reached the 4th round since 2006. They get another chance tonight from Jerome Osborne Stadium. It's Menor and McKinley. I'm Clint Scroggs for the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back inside Mogadore Memorial Stadium, inside Mogadore High School. Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. Pregame, we had a chance to talk to both head coaches. We're going to take a listen. Spider Miller of East Canton is up first.
Q92 Sports here with East Canton Hornet head football coach, living legend, Spider Miller. Coach, week 13 of the playoffs. You guys had a wonderful win last week. How are we feeling tonight as we stand here in Mogadore?
We feel good. I mean, our kids have practiced hard, and they brought the will to practice and get better. And but we got a big challenge in front of us. We know that Mogadore is a well-traditioned school, well-coached football team, and physical football team.
Coach, what did you learn about your team last week in that big win over Fairport Harding?
Well, we came out and we played hard from the beginning, and we hit well on both sides of the ball and special teams. So hopefully we can carry that over this week.
Coach, you talked about Mogadore being a tough contest. They have a stud running back who has put up some unbelievable numbers in this first few weeks. What is the message tonight to the Hornet defense to slow him down and limit his big play potential?
Well, what we say all year is, you got to wrap him and you got to squeeze and grab cloth and hope for help to come. He is really a good football player. I mean, but, they're a really good football team, period. So
What is one thing on offense and one thing on defense that you guys need to do tonight to get the win?
defensively, we need to run to the ball and wrap and make tackles and try to get turnovers. Offensively, we need to move the ball, whether it's in the air or on the ground, and keep control of the football.
Once again, Q92 Sports here with Spider Miller, head coach of the East Canton Hornets. Coach, good luck tonight. We've had a blast with you all season. We're not ready for the ride to end tonight.
Either are we, so thank you very much.
That was East Canton head coach John Spider Miller, and we will see what Mogadore's head coach had to say here in a few. But both teams are out on the field. East Canton won the toss and deferred to the second half. They are in their road whites with the beautiful blue helmets and the Hornet on the one side. Love those helmets. One of my favorites in the county. And Mogadore, they are in the all green from top to bottom and the white helmets with the white trimmed numbers. And Mike, we are ready for a Division 7 Region 25 regional. A lot of words, semifinal playoff game.
Dude, I'm so excited. It's a beautiful night for football. Can East Canton's dream season continue, or will Mogadore's tradition and their history continue for them? It's going to be a battle tonight, Jay.
And we're going to get to see right away Maddox Smith, the quarterback, junior, 6'1", 190 pounds, and their star running back, Connor Lehner, senior, 5'11", 205 pounds. The ball is teed up. And it is in the air, and the football game is underway right down the middle, and it's going to be fielded at the 10. Out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Break free to the 35. Out to the 40, to the 44-yard line.
Connor Lehner, we talked about him right away. East Canton last week gave up an opening kickoff return to Fairport Harding, and they were able to shut it down for them the rest of the game. If East Canton is going to survive tonight, they cannot give up big plays like that.
Yeah, especially to Connor Lehner, who is their star player on the offensive side of the ball. And Mogadore is going right to left right now. And here comes Maddox Smith, and he's going to be under center, the I formation. He's going to have one receiver up top to the right. He's going to take the snap and hand it off to Connor, who goes up the left side, out across the 50, and he is gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats to open it up.
Wow. First offensive play of the game for Mogadore, and Connor Lehner takes it to the house 50. Almost 50 yards. What are we going? 46?
From the 44.
So 46 yards, right? I don't know. Math is hard.
60.
There you go.
About 66.
56 yards. 56 would no.
They were on the other side of the 50, my friend.
Yeah, see?
66-yard touchdown run there from Connor Lehner. Extra point is up. Off the side of the bar. No good.
Oh, that's one way to start. One way to start. And now can East Canton recover? They did this last week. Gave up a big touchdown to start, and then they were able to dial it in and play East Canton football, Jay. It's going to be interesting to see Spider Miller and what they have tonight.
You just got to remember, remind your kids, remind your coaches that this is a long game. We went through this last week. We overcame it. We can do the same thing. We just got to follow the game plan, see what we did wrong there on that original defensive possession, and how can we slow down Connor next time. But right now, the offense is coming out onto the field, and we're going to get to see Owen McCroskey and Dylan Anderson. McCroskey, the senior, 5'11", 146-pound quarterback. Dylan Anderson, senior, 5'9", 170-pound running back. We've covered a lot of green games this year. I equate the way they run their offense the same as Hunka and Evan Reed do over in Uniontown. And we're going to get to see them here after this kickoff. They will be going right to left. It is now 6-0. Mogadore on top of East Canton right away. 11:40 to go here in the first quarter. And the ball is teed up for Mogadore, ready to kick it to East Canton to see them for the first time tonight on the offensive side of the ball. And it's in the air. Line drive right down the middle. It gets by everybody, and it's going to check up at the 1-yard line. They're going to have to pick it up, and they're going to run it out to the 10, out to the 15, and he gets free to the 21-yard line. Almost disaster for the Hornets, but they made up for it and got all the way out to the 21.
Yeah, I don't know if they thought that ball was going to check up and then roll into the end zone. It didn't. It died. And that became a live football, and East Canton panicked.
They did all right getting out to the 21-yard line. About the same as if you down it. Pretty, fairly close. And now we're going to get to see Owen McCroskey and company starting 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Owen's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Dylan Anderson in the backfield with him. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 up top to the left. He puts a man in motion. It's Anderson. Draws back to pass, fires the crossing route, complete out to the 26-yard line. Nice little 5-yard gain there on first down. The diving play by Aiden Stevens. You will also hear his name a lot as he's the number 1 receiving target for East Canton.
Absolutely. Had 10 catches last week, or I think in their first round playoff game, he had 10 catches for over 100 yards. He is a favorite target. And we, like you said, Jay, we're going to see what this East Canton offense can do. They've got to answer that touchdown from Mogadore because you don't want this crowd to get into it.
So it was a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4 from the 27-yard line. McCroskey back in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out, looking downfield, fires it to the left side, off the fingertips of his intended target, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
He was looking for Aiden Stevens again. Great pass rush by Mogadore. McCroskey had to hurry up and get rid of it.
He had him open. He just the hurry up and when you got to hurry like that for a quarterback, sometimes your mechanics get out of whack. And
clearly.
The ball was a little too high for Aiden, who is a 5-foot junior wide receiver, 148 pounds. So here comes the Hornets, 3rd and 4 from their own 27-yard line, trailing 6-0. McCroskey in the shotgun with Dylan Anderson behind him in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 down here to the right. McCroskey takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson, breaks 1 tackle but can't break anymore, and he's tackled for no gain, probably a 2-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and East Canton's going to have to kick it right back to the Wildcats.
Yeah, just not – this Mogadore defense was pinning their ears back. They knew the rush was coming, and they sent a good chunk of players into the box, and East Canton not able to break it, so it will be 4th and 8. Looks like.
Going to call it 4th and 8 from the 25-yard line. The punter, and then they have 1 guy back deep standing at his own 41-yard line for Mogadore. There's the snap. Punt off to the right side is going to bounce right at the 50 and take an East Canton bounce inside the 40, inside the 35, and it's going to roll dead right at the 30-yard line. Nice punt there to flip the field for the East Canton Hornets.
That was Jaron Cope as the punter. He had a nice little backspin. Looked like your last tee shot, Jay.
Well, not my tee shot, my approaches.
Okay, there
you
go.
Got to check them up right there about 3 to 5 feet from the pin. Nice little tap-in birdie.
There you go. Take it. What will Mogadore do now? Obviously, Connor Lehner, we're going to see a heavy dose.
Connor. They're going to start 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Maddox again is going to be under center. Offset eye in the backfield. Takes the snap, the pitch to Connor. Up the right side, he's got space. Cuts it upfield. He's off to the races, and he's finally going to be brought down in East Canton territory, down to the East Canton 42-yard line.
East Canton needs to tighten it up on defense. Lehner now 2 touches, big yards. He's almost over 100. I think he's right at 100 or a few yards over already on 2 touches. So not great if you're East Canton. You don't want to let him break free.
He's got about 94 yards right now. And 1st and 10 now from the East Canton 42-yard line. Maddox Smith under center. Back in the eye. Right back to Connor. This time the left side. Cuts it back up the middle. Breaks another tackle inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown Mogadore.
Connor. Low eight. We got laundry on the field, Jay. Stand by.
Here
this
we go.
One might be coming back.
That's all the way in the backfield.
Let's see the call.
And everybody's walking back, and it is going to be holding on the Wildcats. So East Canton bailed out by that holding call, and they're going to live to fight another day at the moment because that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So we're going to go 2nd and 20, and that's going to move Mogadore back inside their own territory to their own 48-yard line.
Well, and if you're Connor Lehner, you know you're getting the football. This kid is special. He is able to cut. He's hard to tackle, and he's fast, Jay. Everything you want in a tailback, and he's proven it right now why he's Mogadore's #1 option.
Back under center. Maddox Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Connor, goes up the right side, and he's going to be hit within the first 2 yards for the first time tonight. And he gets back into East Canton territory, down to the East Canton 47-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
Well, if you're East Canton, you take the win. You didn't give up a big play. Defense has got to tighten it up. We know that Mogadore is explosive. They can run. They put up 54 points last week. They're no slouch. And East Canton knows that. They're in a dogfight. Chip away. That's what you need to do.
Tale of two styles here tonight. And this time they're going to put Maddox Smith in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And he's going to take it himself. Designed quarterback run. Breaks 1 tackle, dives forward to the East Canton 40-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Aiden Stevens makes the tackle. Obviously, what you notice, Jay, with both these teams, they're not deep. Roster-wise, they're not deep. 40 guys at most.
Yeah.
And most of them are going to play both ways. Most of the night, you wonder about endurance. You wonder about cramping, injuries, all that.
So 3rd and 8 now from the East Canton 40-yard line for the Mogadore Wildcats. Maddox Smith back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He picks up the snap off the turf, and he runs it himself down to the 37-yard line. East Canton doing a good job to keep it to a 4th and long for Mogadore, and they're probably going to go for it here as they're just a little bit too close for a punt and definitely too far away for a field goal attempt, and they're keeping Maddox Smith and that offense out on the field. They have a 4th and 5 from the East Canton 37-yard line. For East Canton, this is a huge 4th down for their confidence level. Maddox in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Fires it to the right side. Got his man sliding. Do they call it a catch? They do. 1st and 10 Mogadore at the East Canton 28-yard line. That was a close one.
So it was number 8 on Mogadore. That would be
Cade Thomas.
The sliding catch. He looked like a shortstop.
Yeah, did a
Great
good job of,
kept the ball in front of him. He caught it. Mogadore gets a new set of downs, and they're driving.
7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mogadore already leads 6-0 after a missed extra point. Maddox back under center, hands it off to Connor, who goes up the left side, follows his blockers, cuts it back to the middle, fighting and gets down to the 24-yard line of East Canton, and that's going to bring up 2nd and about 5.
Well, great job there by East Canton. Limit the damage. We know that Connor's going to rip off big runs. You just have to tackle. Just like Spider Miller said pregame, you have to tackle. That's all it is.
So 2nd and 6 as they gave him 4 on the carry from the East Canton 24-yard line. Maddox Smith on the offset eye. Hands it off to the fullback there who goes straight up the middle, cuts it out to the outside to the right. It's a race to the corner. Touchdown Wildcats on a fullback run like it's the 80s.
Dylan Benendum. I think it's Benendum. I hope I'm going to butcher his name. I'm sorry. He's 6'4", 215 pounds, rumbling, stumbling, 24 yards to the house.
Extra point still to come. See if they have better luck than the last one. And actually, it looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field to go for 2. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They have Maddox Smith in the shotgun and Benendum back in the backfield with him again. Maddox takes the snap, rolls right, nowhere to go. Now he's running left, and he's got wide open spaces. Dives forward, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Aiden Stevens at the last second. So another missed opportunity for Mogadore on the extra attempt, and that'll make it 12-0 Wildcats.
Oh, great job there by the defense. He had a chance to get in on the 2-point to make it a 2-score game. Still is a 2-score game, but now 2 extra points, right? I mean, obviously, Mogadore was hoping to make it 14. They're stuck with 12, but that's okay. Jay, this offense for Mogadore, my goodness.
Just when you think you have them figured out and all they're going to do is run Connor Leaner up the middle to the right, to the left, do a pitch and all that, and then they start chucking the ball down the field for first downs when it's 3rd and long, so they can do that too. And then, oh, by the way, they're going to bring in a legit fullback because that kid's built like Travis Kelce. He's a big boy.
He is a very big boy, and I have a feeling we're going to say his name at least a handful of times tonight.
Yeah, so then they run a fullback run out of the I formation, which you never see. So it looks like they got a little bit of everything in their bag of tricks, and it's keeping East Canton's defense on their heels. And now we're going to see the East Canton offense for the second time tonight, but now they're trailing 12-0 with 6:14 left here in the first quarter, live from Mogadore in this Division 7 Region 25 playoff game. And it's going to be another line drive right down the middle. This time it's going to be picked up at the 25-yard line, out to the 30, to the 35, to the 36-yard line. A lot better field position to start this drive for East Canton.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're East Canton now, take a deep breath. This game is far from over. Plenty of football left to be played. They've had a magical season. They know it's not. They don't want it to end tonight, so they're going to do everything that they can to get some points on the board and let Mogadore know that this isn't a one-dog fight.
Yep. And East Canton's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line in the huddle right now with Owen McCroskey. They're going to break the huddle. And he's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Dylan Anderson right behind him. 2 receivers wide up top to the left. Everybody bunched in tight on the Mogadore defense. He puts Dylan Anderson in motion, fires it to the left to him, out to the 35, to the 36, and that's right back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for East Canton. Nothing doing there.
Great tackle by Connor Lehner. Yes, the running back. He also plays linebacker, and he read that play like a book, not letting Anderson beat him on the outside. A great open field tackle. 2nd and 10 for East Canton. Jay, I'm thinking we're going to see a trick play here.
2nd and 10 from their own 36-yard line. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. They trail 12-0. They're going to have to do something because their traditional stuff right now is just not working. McCroskey in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He puts Stevens in motion. Fakes the flip to Stevens and hands it off to Dylan Anderson, who gets maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Mogadore wasn't biting at all on that. Lots of movement, lots of motion, but they knew Anderson was going to get the football. Minimal gain, 3rd and probably 9.5, Jay.
3rd and 9.5. And they come out of the huddle from their own 37-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. McCroskey in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Anderson. Pump fakes, and he's going to be sacked back at his own 29. He dives forward for a few yards, but it's still going to be a big loss. And 4th and long, and you're going to see the East Canton Hornets have to give it back to the Wildcats again.
Yeah, great job by the Mogadore defense, Jay. They seem to be one step ahead of East Canton. They brought a pass rush, and McCroskey could go nowhere. He could do nothing with the football, and he had to eat it for a sack. They're going to give him a loss of 4 on the sack, setting up 4th and 13. If you're East Canton, you need a turnover. You need something here.
So the punt unit back out. 1 guy back deep, standing in his own 33-yard line for the Wildcats. Nice punt there by East Canton. And it's going to bounce at the 35 and take another Hornet roll all the way down to the 24-yard line. Again, flipping the field. And it's going to make Mogadore have to go that much further if they want to extend this lead.
Jay, what was funny is number 13 for Mogadore running with the punt. He almost got hit by the punt. That would have been a live football, and East Canton would have been able to jump on it. He didn't have a clue where the football was.
3:52 left here in the first quarter. Mogadore with the football from their own 24-yard line, leading 12-0.
Maslin is up 7-0 over DeSales after a Xavier Owens 22-yard touchdown run.
I expect Maslin to walk to victory down there in Columbus this weekend.
Hopefully Ryan Day is there watching his son.
Should be. They don't have a game till tomorrow night. Maddox takes the snap, and he's going to keep it and run it up the right side for about 4 yards out to the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats.
Great job there. He had the option. He could have. It was the RPO, the run pass option. He could have pitched it to Lehner to the outside, and there was only 1 guy standing there, Jay. It would have been a foot race.
Maddox Smith is one of those quarterbacks that runs to the sidelines and gets his play from his coaches and then runs to the huddle, gets the play, and then they break, which is what they just did. He's going to be under center. They got an I formation in the backfield with one receiver to the left. Hands it off to Connor Lehner. Goes up the right side, breaks another tackle out to the 36-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Mogadore first down.
East Canton's got to figure it out. You know Coach Spider-Miller, he is a legend, a living legend. He didn't like that I called him that pregame. He rolled his eyes, which
he's a humble guy.
He's so humble, but he is a legend in the city of Canton. He is beloved by everyone. You know he's going to get this team figured out real quick.
So back in the I formation for Mogadore. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. This time it's a pitch to Connor Lehner up the right side. He breaks one tackle, and he gets out to the 48, 49-yard line on about a 7 to 8-yard gain. That's going to be close to another first down.
Well, obviously, Connor Lehner is a special talent, Jay. I don't know what else we could say about him. He's built like a tailback. Like watching him pregame, he's got size. He is, what do they have him as? 5'11", 205. He's like a bowling ball, and he's fast.
2nd and 2 now from their own 44-yard line. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Back in the I formation. Smith under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Lehner. This time he's going to go up top to the left side. Trying to take the top off, lays it in a bucket, and it's caught at the 20, down to the 13-yard line. What a pitch and catch, and oh, the kid can spin it.
Well, that was caught by number 9, but I don't have a number 9 on our roster. So I would love to be able to – oh, is that 8? It is 8. I apologize. That is Cade Thomas on the reception. Great job by Cade Smith getting open downfield.
And Mogadore, for the first time tonight, is officially inside the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag. And now we got the power eye in the backfield. Smith under center, hands it off to the fullback again, who dives inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down.
How did we say his last name? Benendum?
Benendum.
Dylan
Benendum.
6'4", 215. He's a tight end, baby, playing fullback. Love it.
So 2nd and 1. No, they got the downs wrong. 2nd and 6. They're going to pitch it to Connor Lehner. It goes up the right side, cuts it back inside, and it's taking every East Canton player from here to 1980 to bring him down. Wow.
Connor Lehner is so strong. I mean, they had him stopped. He wouldn't even have had a first down. I mean, he's still a little short, but oh no, they're giving him the first down. He just kept those legs churning. That was him by himself against the East Canton defense.
Yeah. So that's going to be 1st and goal for the Mogadore Wildcats with 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. They are knocking on the door to make this a 3-score football game by the end of the first quarter. Smith is going to go under center. 3 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it to Lehner, and he waltzes on in for another touchdown for Mogadore.
Well, again, Mogadore just doing what works for them, running the football and running it well. Connor Lehner is a special, special talent, Jay. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
And over 100 yards rushing.
They're going to say from 3 yards out, that was a touchdown?
Yep, 3 yards out. And they're going to bring in the extra point team to see if they can finally solve the point after problem that they had on the first 2 possessions. Because they are up 18-0 right now. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. Plenty of leg, and this time he gets it in. It's now 19-0 Mogadore.
And East Canton now has to answer the bell.
They got to do something, and they got to do it fast.
Absolutely.
Mogadore's going to want to figure out. They're going to want to figure out that extra point situation, because as you get deep into the playoffs, those points are going to matter. The games are going to get tighter.
Yep, they're going to get tighter already.
And you're going to need those extra points or 2.
You can't if you can't make the extra points, then you're just going to be forced to go for 2, and defenses will hone in on that. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet the first one he just maybe got a little nervous and doinked it. They went for 2, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Mogadore leads 19-0. And star running back Connor Lehner has 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards rushing already tonight. And the green machine ready to kick it back. I love this green, man. And it's another kick, this time right down the middle again, out to the 20. He's going to try to get to the 30. He's not going to be able to get there. He's going to be swallowed up at the 29-yard line because he just kind of ran up to the line and stopped. No place to go. 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here comes East Canton's offense yet again, looking for something, anything. The run game hasn't worked. The deep passing game hasn't worked. McCroskey doesn't have enough time to sit and wait for routes to open up. They're going to have to do something. Quick slants, quick routes, 2-step drops, anything to loosen up this Mogadore defense.
Jay, I'm about to put a smile on your face, but I'm going to wait till after East Canton runs the play.
Okay. McCroskey in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Anderson, who gets up to the 30-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain is going to make it 2nd and 9 as we're under 30 seconds here in the first quarter.
Canton McKinley leads Mentor 6-0.
Wow. Mentor put him out last year and shut him out.
31-0. Yes, sir.
Mentor's undefeated.
Mentor is undefeated, 11-0. They're missing their star tailback. He tore his ACL, so he's not playing tonight. This is going to end the first quarter, it looks like. East Canton not even running a play.
So we are going to step away. It's 19-0. Wildcats on top of the Hornets after 1. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today, because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium for the start of the second quarter as the Wildcats lead East Canton 19-0. They're going to flip the field, and now the Hornets are going to go right to left. And McCroskey's in the shotgun, and he's going to have 4 receivers, 3 up top to his right. Drops back to pass, looking downfield, fires it to the right side. It's intercepted as he overthrew Stevens. And Mogadore coming the other way to the 30. It's a foot race. 20-10. Pick 6. House call, Mogadore.
Well, we call that a like you said, Jay, a pick 6 house call. And that was number 8, Cade Thomas, on the pick 6.
All of McCroskey's passes today have been high. That one was intercepted not because a guy jumped the route, but because McCroskey overthrew his intended target right into the hands of the Mogadore defender.
There's that Wildcat right there.
Trying to point after on the hole of number 8, Thomas, long snapping number 6.
Extra point is up, and it is good. It is now 26-0, all Wildcats.
Yeah, it's not. It's obviously not what you wanted if you're East Canton. You've got to wake up. Right now, you're in a daze. And Mogadore, if we're using boxing, it has been body shot, body shot, body shot, and they're looking for the knockout blow. They've now scored 4 times. You haven't scored at all. You haven't even gotten really into past midfield.
I don't know if they've had a first down yet.
I don't think they have.
Again, McCroskey normally really good at hitting his receivers. Usually great accuracy. Tonight, all of his passes have been high. It's either too much juice running through those veins or something with the mechanics is getting messed up on that pass rush. Those are really the only 2 reasons he could be in his own head.
Yeah, and he's got to wake it up. He's got to open his eyes. They've got to move the football.
Yeah, there's no turning back now. This game started. It's 26-0.
Yeah.
There is 11:44 to go here until halftime. And if East Canton doesn't do something soon, we are going to be done with this game quicker than can be because it's going to turn into a running clock.
Yeah.
So Mogadore's got it teed up. And they're going to kick it back to East Canton. And this one went over everybody's head. It's going to check up at the 5, and it's going to be picked up by the Hornets. They're going to bring it out to the 20, to the 21-yard line, and they're going to call him down at the 22. Again, special teams, not where they need to be, and almost disaster again. And again, they were lucky to get it out to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it's just not what you want. I mean, I don't know if they're thinking that it's just going to roll into the end zone. They just need to either go fair catch it or do something, because if you're letting it hit and check up, you're setting yourself up for absolute disaster.
Yeah, this ain't a punt. So here comes McCroskey and company. He's going to have 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Dylan Anderson right behind him in the backfield as Owen sits in the shotgun. Takes the snap, pitches it to Dylan, who goes up the left side, trying to get the corner and can't, loses 2 yards as he runs out of bounds. And that was actually Colby Schrader on the rush there for the East Canton Hornets, the junior 5'10", 160-pound running back, as he's come in for Dylan Anderson. Trying to see if Anderson's on the field still. Maybe sometimes they'll put him out in the slot where he'll become a receiver to kind of deceive the defense on the game plan. But I don't see number 20 out there right now, and it looks like they're going to ride with Schrader in the backfield. McCroskey in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Takes the snap, immediately rolls right, gets him away from that blitz, and he's going to take off himself out to the 25 to the 27-yard line. So they got positive yardage to make it 3rd and manageable.
He absolutely got popped by the Mogadore defender. I mean, it was a good pickup. It was 2nd and 10. They're going to give him 5, so it's 3rd and 5, ball on the 27. But, Jay, they cannot die here. They
have to score.
They have to get a first down at least.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 5 from their own 27-yard line as we move under 11 minutes to play here in the second quarter. It's been all Mogadore, 26-0. And here comes McCroskey in the shotgun. He's going to stay with Schrader in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to his left. Takes the snap, and we're going to get a whistle. Play is going to be whistled dead, and it looks like it's going to be false start on East Canton. So it went from 3rd and manageable right back to 3rd and 10.
Yeah, obviously. We've talked about this, Jay. We've done plenty of games, right? Plenty of games. And mental mistakes and errors always come back to haunt you. We saw it with Lake last week, turning it over 5 times. They almost had a chance to win still. So anything's possible. Trailing 26-0, though, you can't go backwards.
3rd and 10 from their own 22-yard line now. McCroskey in the shotgun. They're going to stay with the same offensive formation. And Mogadore showing blitz off the left side. Here they come. McCroskey steps up in the pocket, but not fast enough as he's going to be drugged down by his jersey right at the 21-yard line. And it's going to stay it's going to go to 4th and 12. And they're going to have to punt it again.
Aiden Boylan, the senior linebacker, brings McCroskey down on the sack. Massillon has scored again, a 2-yard touchdown run by Anthony McMullen. 13-0, Massillon over DeSales of Columbus.
Yeah, like I said, I think Massillon walks to a fairly easy win there.
There's the punt.
High in the air again. It's going to be fair caught at the 48-yard line on the Mogadore side of the 50. 26-0 for the Wildcats, and they got the football almost at midfield with 9:32 to go, and now they're going left to right.
Jay, we have another score update. West Branch and Lake County Perry, zeros at the end of one.
Wow.
That is going to be a battle up on Lake Erie, AM 1310 WDPN with Sam and Caleb.
I think that's going to be the best game of the night.
I don't know. That Mentor-McKinley game could be a good
Sure.
one as well.
Sure. So here comes Mogadore. Maddox Smith under center. He's going to hand it off again to that big fullback who bowls forward to the East Canton 49-yard line as they move into East Canton territory again.
So, Jay, what do you call that formation when you have three tailbacks behind the quarterback?
I call that a whole lot of beef ready to run right at you is what I call it.
It's not an I formation. It's not the wing T. It's not a power I. It is something. It is something to behold here for Mogadore.
And here we go. 2nd and 7. This time they're going to pitch it to Connor Lehner up the right side. He's going to stumble forward and then breaks free again down to the 40-yard line. That guy looked like he was facing faceplant at the 45 and then somehow kept his footing for another 5 yards.
Again, this kid is just absolutely phenomenal to watch. You can't bring him down. It's taking multiple players to take him down. He is breaking tackle upon tackle upon tackle. East Canton is already gassed and winded down 26-0. I don't know how much more they can take of Connor Lehner.
1st and 10 now for the Mogadore Wildcats inside East Canton territory. Under center again, power I. Smith takes a snap going up the left side. He's going to keep it himself, and he gains a good 7 yards there as they are inside the 35-yard line.
Again, when you have a mobile quarterback who is able to do both running and throwing, Jay, we've seen it all season, it makes it very difficult for a defense to stop you. You're going to have to spy and have a defender solely locked in on that quarterback, and then he's just going to pitch it to Connor Lehner or his steam freight train that's in front of him, that gigantic fullback.
1st and 10 now, down to the 33-yard line of East Canton, under 8 to go here until halftime. Smith takes a snap, hands it off to Connor again, straight up the middle, bowls through everybody, still going. He's carrying guys on his back down to the 15-yard line, and Mogadore again is inside the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
Jay, one word.
Wow.
Unbelievable. This kid is a good one. We are inside the Mogadore press box. I'm having to stand behind Jay to watch the play.
Anything to get it done. Anything to get it done. Mogadore getting it done right now in the power I. Maddox Smith hands it off to the big fullback again who goes up the right side, and he just stomps all the way down and gets tripped up by a shoestring at the 3-yard line.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb, Jay. I think I know who's getting the ball.
It's going to be one of two guys.
It's going to be a trifecta here for Connor Lehner, I'm afraid, unless East Canton can lock it up. Another score puts us at running clock mode.
We're going to have to play the Jeff Mears shortened version of the news break at halftime. Most likely. Here we go. Smith under center. Here comes the big boy again. The fullback just runs over everybody for the touchdown. Benendum again.
Dylan Benendum from 3 yards out. And Mogadore hitting cruise control.
Extra point still to come. And I got to give the East Canton fans credit. Last week, they said East Palestine's fans maybe filled up half of the visitor side, maybe. East Canton's got that thing packed to the brim over there. So they showed up, and we knew Mogadore's fans were going to pack the house. Extra point is up. Plenty of leg, and it is good. It is now 33-0. Mogadore leads the East Canton Hornets in this Division 7 Region 25 regional semifinal.
And East Canton needs to lock it down. They need to get some offense. They need to get some points on the board. And they need to do it in a hurry.
The problem is right now is even if they start scoring touchdowns, their defense has not stopped Mogadore at all. There's been no 3rd and long. There's been no 4th down. There's been no punt. The longest 3rd down they had was a 3rd and 4 or a 3rd and 5 that they just ran a quick slant route to the right side and got the sliding 1st down by Cade Thomas. That was the closest they had come to stopping Mogadore from moving the chains or scoring a touchdown. So even if they start scoring, they got to figure out the defense too.
Yeah. It's going to be a tale of two halves. I mean, it's just going to, what adjustments can be made? How do you slow this team down? Mogadore doing it both running, throwing. 2 touchdowns by Connor Lehner, 2 touchdowns by Dylan Benendum. 1 missed extra point, 1 missed 2-point conversion, and guess what? You're caught up.
And there's a line drive up the right side. It's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line, out to the 30, to the 33, to the 34. They're fighting and fighting. They're going to say he was stopped at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start this offensive drive, trailing 33-0 with 6:38 left here in the first half.
Well, Jay, if you're Coach Spider Miller, legend coach, what are you telling your guys right now?
It's all about pride right now. Don't get embarrassed. Like, do you want to be here? Do you want to not give up the most points ever in a game? Like, at this point, it's about pride. When you're down 33-0 and nothing is going right.
Oh, here we go.
Empty backfield other than Owen McCroskey in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fires it to the right side. And the guy, Stevens, gets it, but only gains an inch as he threw it straight across.
Yeah, just, again, Mogadore, their defense, shout out to their defense. Their defense is locked in. They seem to know what plays are coming as soon as East Canton breaks the huddle.
Yeah. Yep, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 as they did give him forward progress on that. 6:10 to go until halftime. And at halftime, we will send it back to the studio for a Jeff Mears news break. We will also update you on the other scores that we can find.
Yeah, and we'll also play Mogadore head football coach Matt Adorney, his pregame coaches interview that we did.
We'll see how it matches up to what we've seen here tonight so far. McCroskey in the shotgun, takes the snap, fires it to the right side, got Stevens out to the 39-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd and manageable again for East Canton. Can they get that elusive 1st down? 3rd and 4 from their own 39.
That is the question. This offense, this series right now, it looks like it is the Aiden Stevens and McCroskey show.
I said they needed to move to the 2-step drop in the quick release, and that's exactly what that play was. It was their first one of the game, and it worked for about 6 yards. 3rd and 4 from their own 39. McCroskey in the shotgun, draws back the pass, same play. Got it out to the 45 to Aiden Stevens again. 1st down. There's that quick 2-step drop. You hear it? Is this thing on? Because it is now.
East Canton gets their first down of the ball game.
With 5:41 to go until halftime. Unbelievable. They're out to their own 46-yard line now. Now the goal is you compartmentalize the problem. You got your first down. Now your goal is to get into Mogadore territory. Let's flip the field. McCroskey back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. 2-step drop, fires it to the right. Got him again. They are inside East Canton territory at the East Canton 49-yard line. Am I sending down the plays? Because I feel like I might be.
They might be listening to the headset here. Stevens took an absolute shot from Cade Thomas.
So now what you look for is you look for that DB as he's starting to cheat up, and then you go over the top because we know Aiden McCroskey Aiden Stevens and Owen McCroskey have that ability. Back in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. McCroskey takes a snap, but they're going to hand it off to Anderson, who goes up the right side, dives forward to the 44 to the 45-yard line. It's going to be third and about a yard.
Great job there by East Canton, just chipping away. This is all. I mean, that's all you can do
All
right
right.
now is just chip away.
Yep. So now they finished that other problem. They got inside Mogadore. Now the next thing you do, small pieces. Now I want to see you get inside the red zone. Small, big problems you have to break down into small problems because they become easier to manage when you break down big problems to small problems, and that's what they're doing on this drive right now. They are at the Mogadore 45-yard line, 3rd and 1. McCroskey takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson, and Anderson fought forward. Did they give him forward progress? I don't think they did.
No, it looks like he's going to be a little short.
That looks like it's going to be 4th and inches.
And the offense.
And it is. You got to keep them out there.
You have to. I was getting ready to say right before the snap, Mogadore was bringing a blitz. They had guys in the box. They had more guys in the box than East Canton could block.
hard snap them here. They've been aggressive on offense. You have the timeouts to work with. You can't take them with you. Under 4 minutes to play until halftime. It's only a half a yard. Hard snap them. If they don't jump, call the timeout and get the correct play in there. McCroskey in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. Straight up the middle, and he got it plenty. Down to the 42-yard line, and another first down for the East Canton Hornets.
He got it plenty and then got popped. Hey, Jay, Xavier Owens, 21-yard touchdown run. Maslin, 20. DeSales, 0. McKinley, 6. Menor, 3.
Told you. Maslin's going to waltz away with an easy victory down there in Columbus.
Neutral sites begin next week. It'll be interesting to see where some teams will be playing.
Yep.
A lot of football, though, left to be played tonight.
McCroskey in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 up top to the right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking right. He's going to go up top, see if he can find his man. It's a jump ball and comes down incomplete.
Well, that time the roles were reversed. Cade Thomas from Mogadore actually had better positioning to catch that ball. Aiden Stevens had to turn into a DB and swat it away, or we were looking at another interception, and he'd have had plenty of room to run.
You know what the funny thing is? They both are their team's star wide receivers, and they're both their team's starting defensive backs. So
tells you how good they are.
They're both interchangeable at that spot. It's now 2nd and 10 from the Mogadore 42-yard line for East Canton. McCroskey in the shotgun. This time he's got 2 backs in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking downfield, trying to avoid the rush, and he's going to fire it out of bounds, incomplete. To live another day, but we're going to have a late flag coming in from deep in the secondary, and we're going to see what this is about. That's usually a holding on the defense, and that's exactly what it is.
Well, the crowd is booing because they feel that East Canton held. Mogadore had a great pass rush, and McCroskey was getting ready to get leveled from his blind side. The left tackle saved him.
If you're up 33-0 and you start booing, I have zero respect for you.
They disagree with the call. They're allowed. I mean, that's what your fans can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's not all they're saying. We can hear what they're yelling, and they're up 33-0.
Yeah, it's called win with class, right? That's the whole
I don't
thing.
think there's such thing these days.
We'll
1st and 10 now from the 32-yard line as that penalty gave the Hornets a first down with 3:01 to go, and they're going to hand it off to Anderson, who's going to get down to the 30-yard line after a 2-yard gain to make it 2nd and 8 as we are now under 3 minutes left here in the first half.
Well, if you're East Canton, you're smart. You're going to get the football to start the second half. If you can chip away, get a touchdown here, and then you get the ball to start the second half, you have a chance where you can, again, get 2 scores and cut into this lead.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8 from the Mogadore 30-yard line. McCroskey in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking right. He's going to try to go over the top again. Got a man, and it is caught by Aiden Stevens. Big time, much needed touchdown for the Hornets.
Great throw, even better catch, 30-yard TD pass. And East Canton is on the board.
On the board.
East Canton now.
Extra point still to come for the Hornets. It's now 33-6. Snaps down, up, plenty of leg. That dude's got a cannon, and it is good. It is now 33-7, as East Canton says, you're not going to shut us out.
No, absolutely not. And you love the call. Take the top off the defense. Show them that you need business.
Yeah, loosened them up. Hey, those two-step drops that turned into nice running plays by both Dylan Anderson and Owen McCroskey made that secondary creep up and then over the top, like I said.
Offensive coordinator could be in your future.
It isn't. I like it up here when I'm not responsible for the wins or the losses. I just get to talk about them. 2:19 to go until halftime. East Canton on the board as they still trail Mogadore 33-7. And they're going to have to kick it back to the Wildcats, who are going to have plenty of time to negate that touchdown and stop the twofer attempt.
Gotta shout out both sidelines here. Lots of fans. There seemed to East Canton traveled extremely well tonight.
Yeah. They absolutely did. So here we go. I think that's the furthest back I've ever seen a kicker line up. And he's going to drill it up the right side. Inside the 10, it's going to be fielded at the 4 as the Mogadore player was running backwards, and they're going to drill him at the 12. Good coverage there by the East Canton Hornets coverage team.
Yeah, good job. I mean, stopping them, not allowing them to break it. Now you kind of push Mogadore back, and if you are East Canton, what you're looking for now is, can the defense get another stop? Can we get some more points on the board before time expires?
Yeah, you'd love to create a turnover, a mistake, get the ball back. Worst case scenario, keep them out of the end zone before halftime. Maddox Smith is going to keep it himself and get out to the 30-yard line, and then he's going to be slammed down by a handful of Hornets.
I'm shocked that Spider Miller not using the timeouts here. Just he wants to go into halftime at 33-7.
He needs to make some defensive adjustments and calling timeout so they can make offensive adjustments in real time to negate that touchdown. I understand it, but it's 1:40 to go until halftime. Smith hands it to Lehner, goes up the left side, following his blockers. A shoestring tackle at the 33-yard line, or that would have been house call again.
Aiden Stevens, the shoestring tackle, another first down for Connor Lehner, as we are now on 200-yard watch.
Yeah.
Over the 120-yard mark right now in the first half.
So 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line, 1:20 to go until halftime. Back in the I formation for Smith. Fakes the handoff, and then he wants to spin it. He's going to go up top again. It's in the air, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended target, as the DB for East Canton did a great job of playing the football.
Now let's see the number here. Let's give credit where credit is due.
It was James Stubblefield.
There you go.
For East Canton on the defense, as they threw it again up top to Cade Thomas. But it's 2nd and 10 with 1:09 to go until halftime. 33-7. It's all Mogadore right now. This time Smith is going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Puts Connor Lehner in motion up top to the left as well. He's going to roll left. Here comes the blitz. He avoids one. Now he's going to run it up the left side. He's going to spin it across the middle. He's got his man at the 49-yard line. Cade Thomas did a great job of finding the open spot.
Mogadore is going to burn a timeout. This timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It is time to bring a friend into the family. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for a new opportunity? Mideast Trucking, family owned and operated since 1973, is hiring. We're proud to serve the oil field, hauling rigs, and heavy equipment across the region. We're now hiring general laborers, equipment operators, and CDL Class A drivers. Stop by and apply in person at 831 West Nassau Street in East Canton, or message us on Facebook today. Join the Mideast Trucking family, where hard work drives success. That's Mideast Trucking in East Canton.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Right back out of the timeout. 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line for Mogadore. 59 seconds to go until halftime. Smith out of the shotgun, looking deep. He's going to tuck it and run it himself, and he's going to run out of bounds. And I'm surprised there's not a flag as he was hit late, although they might be saying that he engaged. Still in the green.
Well, and he also slipped. So obviously it's the temperature has gone down. That turf is slick, and he did try to stop and lay up.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to lay him out. So
right.
You're not going to throw a flag there. There was no ill intent. You're going to let him play football.
I agree. So it's 2nd and 5 as they move into East Canton territory, down to the East Canton 46-yard line. Clock stops as they did go out of bounds with 49 seconds to go. This time Smith is going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 down here to the right. And he's going to take the snap and drop back the pass. Here comes a blitz, and they got him back at the 45-yard line of Mogadore. The blitz came off of the right side, untouched.
That was number 8, Jacob Demian. Untouched, laid him out.
Yeah, great timing on that blitz by the East Canton defense. Just timing that up perfect. And we're going to get another timeout, which is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. You're listening to high school football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for honest, reliable auto repair? Stuffed Automotive Systems in East Canton has you covered. This small family and locally owned shop specializes in diagnostics, air conditioning, brakes, and complete auto repair, done right the first time. Check out their fresh new paint and graphics at 4100 Georgetown Street Northeast and see why locals trust them with their ride. Call 330-418-6394 or check out Stuffed Automotive Systems on Facebook.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore as they lead East Canton 33-7. And we just got a few seconds left until halftime. It's going to be 3rd and 14 after that sack on the Wildcats. And Smith is going to be in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself up the left side. Comes back right. Gets the corner. Sideline time. Foot race. Gone. Touchdown.
That would be Maddox Smith. 45 yards to the house.
55. They were on the Mogadore side of the 50.
Well, there you go. Again, math is hard. Mogadore clicking on all cylinders, Jay.
It's now 39-7, extra points still to come for the Wildcats. Snap, kick, up, good, 40-7.
Well, obviously not what you wanted for East Canton. You wanted some momentum.
You had them there. You had them 3rd and 14.
Yeah.
If they weren't going to get it there, they were going to let that clock run all the way down to halftime. Instead, the quarterback, Maddox Smith, takes off and darts it 55 yards for a touchdown. 40-7, 11 seconds to go until halftime. And you have to imagine right now that Spider Miller is just going to tell his guys to secure the kickoff here, and we're going to down it and head to halftime and see what kind of adjustments we can make. Unbelievable half of football for the Mogadore Wildcats, especially on offense. Just when we thought we were just going to see Connor Lehner run all over the place, which he has, but we've also seen quarterback Maddox Smith run it, spin it, and a fullback, Benendum, that just runs through people into the end zone when they're inside the 5-yard line.
Now we finally got a score in the Perry-West Branch game. Perry scores first, but the extra point blocked. 6-0, Perry over West Branch.
There we go. And here's the kickoff back to East Canton. It's going to be a little pooch, and it's going to be fielded at the 35 and downed at the 34. They're going to see his knee hit before he took off running. And that's where East Canton's going to start with the football with 10 seconds to go here left in the first half. And aside from a run, just to see what they can pop, I don't see East Canton running a whole big play here.
I think we're going to see a quarterback knee. They're going to go into the locker room, and Spider Miller's going to have a conversation with his boys.
Are we going to call it a conversation? Is that what we're going to call it these days?
Trying to be polite. I mean,
yeah, he won't be.
Seemed very even keel on the field pregame.
He is, until you make him mad. Well, I don't know how he is these days. My memories are different. They're going to hand it off to Dylan, who's going straight up the middle, and he gets out to the 48-yard line, and we're going to have a late flag. Might have been a face mask, as that's going to stop the clock with 6 seconds to go. Oh, they're going to call a sideline warning on Mogadore. Or is it a warning?
Well, you throw the flag to let them know that there's a warning.
Yep, so it's going to be a sideline.
It was East Canton number 10, Colby Schrader on
That's
the
right.
carry.
They keep moving Dylan Anderson in and out of that backfield.
Timeout call?
Well, the flag stopped the clock.
The whole team is going to the sideline. Oh.
Okay. There we go. We got a timeout from East Canton. Timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today, because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back out of the timeout. 6 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for East Canton from their own 47-yard line. They trail Mogadore 40-7. And barring something crazy here, we're going to start the second half, I believe, with a running clock.
I believe that is correct. A 33-point lead. Anything over 30 points.
McCroskey takes a snap, pitches it again to Schrader, who goes up the left side, cuts it back inside the Mogadore territory, down to the Mogadore 46, 47-yard line. But that's going to bring the first half to an end as the Mogadore Wildcats lead the East Canton Hornets 40-7. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Serving the East Canton and surrounding communities for over 30 years, the Foltz Community Center is happy to serve as a community partner to the East Canton schools and provide spaces for many organizations to come together. In East Canton on Wood Street North, call 330-488-6500 and ask the Foltz Community Center for a tour of their rooms to accommodate your event today. Celebrate life's moments with the Foltz Community Center. That number again is 330-488-6500.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today, because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
Winter's coming, and your garage is still a mountain of "I'll deal with it later." This year, clear the clutter and make room for what matters, like your car. Partner with your neighbors and rent a dumpster from DL Supply in East Canton. Affordable, convenient, and perfect for your winter cleanup. Call 330-956-4017 or stop by 322 West Nassau Street today. DL Supply, helping you dig out before the snow moves in. That's DL Supply, where cleanup meets convenience.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Stadium, it's halftime as the Wildcats lead the East Canton Hornets 40-7. And we're going to send it back to the studio for a Jeff Mears news break. You're listening to high school football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of Q92 News. Several school districts say the boxes of records returned by former Stark County Educational Service Center attorney Mary Jo Shannon Slick don't match what they expected. Court records state the districts reported receiving fewer documents than the amount of legal work done over the years. The service center is suing Shannon Slick, accusing her of taking and shredding files before she was fired last month. She denies destroying any records, and her attorney calls the case retaliation. The case is moving to mediation with a trial set for October 5th. A judge has extended an order blocking Shannon Slick from disposing of any material. Police reports detail disturbing conditions at a Jackson Township home where officers say they found an emaciated dog. Today, the woman accused in that case stood before a judge. 22-year-old Sarai Langton was arraigned in Massillon Municipal Court on a misdemeanor animal cruelty charge and entered a not guilty plea. The charge stems from an October 16th call to a Foxhaven Avenue Northwest address. A judge issued a warrant after finding probable cause in the complaint. Langton was released on a recognizance bond, and her pretrial hearing is set for December 9th. The village of Minerva has closed the community center on Brock Avenue until further notice due to concerns about the building's structural condition. The decision was made out of an abundance of caution after a recommendation from the Stark County Building Department. Administrator Greg Meidinger says the village is now working with the county to assess the structural issues and determine what's needed to ensure public safety. Minerva is also forming a community center steering committee to help evaluate options for the facility's future. Nimishillen Township trustees honored 4 firefighters during Thursday's meeting. WDPN's David Schur reports.
Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital gave special recognition to Fire Captain Don Johnson and firefighter paramedics David Hatlis, Robert Bonner, and Christopher Hendershot for their exceptional dedication to duty in the delivery of a baby boy on September 2nd in the parent's car. Trustees also approved a $1,350 payment to Youngstown Safety Forces Foundation for the firefighter EMS instructor certification for Alexandra Brown, bills totaling $30,457, and contracts for a 5-year security system with Media 144 and for the authorized destruction of public documents by a company called You Shredded.
The Timken Company is extending its century-long dividend streak. The Jackson Township-based manufacturer has declared a 35-cent per share quarterly dividend payable December 5th to shareholders of record November 25th. Timken has paid a dividend every quarter since 1922, making it one of the longest payout runs on the New York Stock Exchange. The company says 2025 will mark its 12th straight year of annual dividend growth. Timken, which makes engineered bearings and industrial motion products, reported $4.6 billion in sales last year. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We've posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
Kent State University has updated its winter weather policy after a student-led push to better protect campus safety in extreme cold. The change came after student government president Ivory Kendrick presented a proposal detailing frostbite risks and how students could be exposed while walking between buildings. The Record Courier reports university officials agreed, lowering the wind chill threshold for canceling or delaying classes from minus 20 to minus 15 degrees. Administrators said the proposal was well researched and fits Kent State's Students First policy. By comparison, the University of Akron still considers closures when wind chills hit minus 20 or colder. A federal judge is pressing forward with the East Palestine train derailment settlement after an appeal was dismissed. The Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals threw out challenges from some residents and businesses who opposed the deal, saying their filings lacked jurisdiction and they failed to pay an $850,000 appeal bond. In federal court Thursday, Judge Benita Pearson said victims have waited too long for their payouts. About 55,000 people are expected to share in the $600 million settlement, but there's still no date for disbursement. The case stems from the 2023 Norfolk Southern derailment in East Palestine. Boardman police are investigating a major romance scam after a local woman lost thousands of dollars. The woman told police she met a man on Facebook who claimed to be in the logging business and asked for money over several months for supposed equipment problems and a lost credit card. Investigators say the victim transferred more than $220,000 from her Fidelity account before realizing it was a scam. She managed to stop one transfer to a Colorado bank where a private investigator is now trying to track down the suspect. The woman has closed her accounts and is working with police as the case continues. Youngstown police say one of two men shot Sunday night on the city's south side has died. 40-year-old Kenny Stanton died at St. Elizabeth Health Center from gunshot wounds he suffered just before 11 at a store at Market Street and West Midlothian Boulevard. A second man was also shot and treated at the hospital. Stanton's death brings Youngstown's homicide total to 10 for the year. There were 22 at this time in 2024. The Highway Patrol says a Pennsylvania woman was killed in a crash Thursday night in Trumbull County. Troopers say 50-year-old Holly Markin of Beaver Falls died after her car was hit while she was turning from Route 422 onto State Route 305 in Southington Township just before 6:30. The driver and passenger in the other vehicle were taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Multiple fire departments and the sheriff's office assisted at the scene. A section of 422 was temporarily closed. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game right after the forecast from Mark Johnson at 3 News. I'm Jeff Mears.
We've got a warm front moving in overnight, may stir up a little isolated shower. Otherwise, a lot of clouds. Our low 42. Saturday, scattered rain, cloudy skies, warmer 62. I am Mark J. Weather from 3 News.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for a new opportunity? Mideast Trucking, family owned and operated since 1973, is hiring. We're proud to serve the oil field, hauling rigs, and heavy equipment across the region. We're now hiring general laborers, equipment operators, and CDL Class A drivers. Stop by and apply in person at 831 West Nassau Street in East Canton, or message us on Facebook today. Join the Mideast Trucking family, where hard work drives success. That's Mideast Trucking in East Canton.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today. Because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
Looking for honest, reliable auto repair? Stuffed Automotive Systems in East Canton has you covered. This small family and locally owned shop specializes in diagnostics, air conditioning, brakes, and complete auto repair. Done right the first time. Check out their fresh new paint and graphics at 4100 Georgetown Street Northeast and see why locals trust them with their ride. Call 330-418-6394 or check out Stuffed Automotive Systems on Facebook.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium as the East Canton Band just finished up their portion of the halftime show, and now the Wildcat Band is getting ready as well. Their football team's leading East Canton 40-7. And now I'm going to toss it over to my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees, as he's going to give us the skinny on the other scores.
Starting off, Akron-Hoban leads Hudson 35-3. Rocky River leads Buckeye 28-21. Villa Angela St. Joseph 25. Canfield 0. CVCA leads Akron East 24-0. Garaway over Dalton 19-7. Sandusky Perkins 7. Galleon 0. Menor Lake Catholic 3. Glenville 0. Highland 41-0 over North Ridgeville. Jeromesville Hillsdale 27. Siamese Valley 0. Kirtland leads Smithville 21-7. McDonald over Monroeville 27-13. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game. McKinley leads Menor 6-3. West Branch trails Perry Lake County 6-0. St. Ed's leads Toledo Whitmer 24-6. Massillon over St. Francis de Sales in Columbus 27-7. Triway trails Genoa area 21-14. Avon 28, Wadsworth 14, Walsh 35, Austintown Fitch 7, Cardinal Mooney 35, Garrettsville Garfield 6. Jay, those are my scores, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm passing the rock back to you.
All right, we're going to take another commercial break. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Serving the East Canton and surrounding communities for over 30 years, the Foltz Community Center is happy to serve as a community partner to the East Canton schools and provide spaces for many organizations to come together. In East Canton on Wood Street North, call 330-488-6500 and ask the Foltz Community Center for a tour of their rooms to accommodate your event today. Celebrate life's moments with the Foltz Community Center. That number again is 330-488-6500.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today. Because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Winter's coming, and your garage is still a mountain of "I'll deal with it later." This year, clear the clutter and make room for what matters, like your car. Partner with your neighbors and rent a dumpster from DL Supply in East Canton. Affordable, convenient, and perfect for your winter cleanup. Call 330-956-4017 or stop by 322 West Nassau Street today. DL Supply, helping you dig out before the snow moves in. That's DL Supply, where cleanup meets convenience.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Stadium as their band is continuing their halftime performance and their football team leads 40-7. Now, we got some highlights to play, but before we play those highlights, we're going to listen to what Mogadore head coach had to say pregame to see how it matches up to where we're sitting at halftime.
Q92 Sports here with Mogadore Wildcat head football coach Matt Adorni. Coach, week 13, how we feeling?
Well, it's always great when you're alive. You know, this time of year you wake up, you got to feel good every day because this is where you want to be.
Coach, you had a big win last week over East Palestine. What'd you learn about your Wildcats?
Well, I learned that, the bye week, we didn't lose. We weren't rusty. That was kind of the fear coming off of a couple lesser opponents at the end of the year. And then having a week off, there's a lot of question marks about how we would come out, and we came out and took care of business right off the start, so we're proud of the kids.
Coach, you have a phenomenal tailback in Connor Lehner. He has put up some incredible numbers, especially last week. What makes him so dynamic?
Just the kid is a super hard worker off the field. He's a guy that, does our workouts and goes out, works out on his own. He spent a lot of time in the offseason getting his body ready, and He wasn't completely healthy in the middle of the year. We found out probably was occurring during the Malvern game. He started to get some inflammation in his leg, and he had a very serious staph infection.
Gosh.
So the Elliott game the next week, he sat the whole week, and he went out and played. Probably was not 100%, but it tells how tough the kid is.
That's awesome. We're so excited to watch him play tonight. Coach, you take on a very stingy and resilient East Canton team.
Yes.
What does Mogadore have to do tonight defensively to kind of keep them in check?
Oh, always our MO's kind of, we don't want to give up the big play. They could take some shots over the top. Number 3, he's a very explosive player, and just want to try to limit those shot plays, make them drive, make them work down the field. It's something that we do all year long. We try to do a lot of high school teams will make a mistake, in a long drive, 12, 15 plays, somewhere along the lines, right? So hoping to take away the big plays. And when they do get positive yards, we got to fly to the football like we did last week and attack their ball carriers and get some hits on them early.
What's 2 things that we can expect to see out of the Wildcats to get the W tonight?
Well, we can't turn the football over this time of year. It's a coaching cliche. But and we got to be patient and try to win the line of scrimmage. They're bigger than us up front, but we feel like we're in good shape, good condition, and it may not blow them away right off the bat. They're pretty strong, so we're gonna have to be patient in the trenches and hopefully wear them down.
We got a good one tonight in store here in Mogadore. Once again, it is Matt Adorney, head coach of the Mogadore Wildcats. Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for
having me. Been a pleasure this season. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you soon.
Thank you.
And that was Mogadore head coach Matt Adorney pregame. Speaking to my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees, down on the field. So now we're going to go over the highlights from the first half and see how those thoughts and game plan aligned with what actually happened on the field. And this game started off pretty much 1-2 plays, and then we saw Connor Lehner go 66 yards for a Mogadore touchdown. And Mogadore is going right to left right now. And here comes Maddox Smith, and he's going to be under center, the I formation. He's going to have one receiver up top to the right. He's going to take the snap and hand it off to Connor, who goes up the left side, out across the 50, and he is gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats to open it up. Wow. And the extra point was missed. That made it 6-0, but the Wildcats set the tone right then and there, and it didn't take long. The next one we had Dylan Benendum from about 24 yards out. 2nd and 6 as they gave him 4 on the carry from the East Canton 24-yard line. Maddox Smith on the offset eye. Hands it off to the fullback there, who goes straight up the middle, cuts it out to the outside to the right. It's a race to the corner. Touchdown Wildcats on a fullback run like it's the 80s. And that time they went for 2, didn't get it. That made it 12-0, and they weren't done yet, and this is still in the first quarter. Then we saw Connor Lehner again from 3 yards out this time. Smith is going to go under center. 3 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it to Lehner, and he waltzes on in for another touchdown for Mogadore. That time they got the extra point, up and good, made it 19-0. We move into the second quarter. And the defense for Mogadore saw the offense having all the fun and decided, no, we want in on this too. And we got ourselves a pick 6. And McCroskey's in the shotgun, and he's going to have 4 receivers, 3 up top to his right. Drops back to pass, looking downfield, fires it to the right side. It's intercepted as he overthrew Stevens, and Mogadore coming the other way to the 30. It's a foot race, 20-10, pick 6, house call Mogadore. Extra point was good there as well. That made it 26-0, and the Mogadore offensive barrage continued as we had Benendum again for another 3-yard touchdown run. Here we go. Smith under center. Here comes the big boy again. The fullback just runs over everybody for the touchdown. Benendum again. Extra point was up and good. That made it 33-0. It was getting ugly, and then East Canton finally broke through, got their first down on this drive. First time into Mogadore territory. And then they went up top to Aiden Stevens from 30 yards out. McCroskey in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking right. He's going to try to go over the top again. Got a man, and it is caught by Aiden Stevens. Big time, much needed touchdown for the Hornets. there. Extra point was up and good. That made it 33-7. And then just when we thought it was going to head to halftime and East Canton was going to try to double it up, Maddox Smith under center for Mogadore from 55 yards out. And Smith is going to be in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself up the left side. Comes back right. Gets the corner. Sideline time. Foot race. Gone. Touchdown. And the extra point was good there as well for the Wildcats. That made it 40-7, which is where we sit now, as we're just a few minutes away for the start of the second half. We're going to step away for one more commercial break. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports and Network.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today. Because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here for the start of the second half. Mike, what do you think of that first half, buddy?
I'll tell you what, Mogadore is as advertised. When you have Connor Lehner get 2 touchdowns, he has over 120-plus yards rushing. Then you got Dylan Benendum, the big fullback with 2 touchdowns. Maddox Smith says, hey, you know what? I want 1 too. Their offense has been unbelievable. East Canton thankfully got a touchdown, but you wonder what the adjustments are going to be and who's going to stand tall in 24 minutes.
Yeah, and we're going to start this half with a running clock as it's 40-7 Mogadore. The ball is teed up, and they're going to kick it to East Canton. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line, out to the 29-yard line. Good coverage there by Mogadore. And East Canton's going to start this second half with the football going right to left.
James Stubblefield on the return for East Canton. You wonder, what did Spider Miller tell his boys? Guys, it's put up or shut up time. Let's play for pride, if nothing else.
Yep, and we're going to get to see Owen McCroskey. Probably most likely his final game here at East Canton as he's a senior, and what a career he has had. And he would love to go out guns a-blazing.
Miracles happen every day.
So he's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have 2 receivers to his right, 1 down here to his left, and his running back in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back, which is Dylan Anderson, goes up the right side and darts out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Big 7-yard gain on first down.
I love that it's not McCroskey for East Canton going to the sideline to get the play. It's Aiden Stevens going because he's the closest man. Goes to get the play, and then he runs back and tells the quarterback. Probably gives him 2 plays, and then that's what they go.
Yeah, and they do a full huddle, whereas Mogadore's goes all the way to the sideline, gets the play, but they're already half out by the time Maddox Smith gets to the huddle. So here comes McCroskey back in the shotgun on a 2nd and 3 from their own 37-yard line. Again, the 3 receiver set with the running back behind him. Takes the snap, looks to the left, fires it to the left, got his man out to the 40, to the 43-yard line. That's going to be a Hornets first down.
James Stubblefield on the reception. Good to see another first down for the Hornets.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 now out to their own 43-yard line as we are at the 10-minute mark here of the third quarter with Mogadore leading 40-7.
Let's see what East Canton and their offense decide to do here.
McCroskey staying in that shotgun. They're going to stay with the 3 receivers and the 1 back. Takes the snap, Fakes the handoff, fires it to the right side, got his man on a little bubble screen, out to the 45 to the 50-yard line. Another good first down play. Another 7 yards, I believe, so it'll be 2nd and 3.
Aiden Stevens hobbling off the field, Jay.
That's not good because that is their deep threat. And he's already got one in the bag today from 30 yards out. 2nd and 3 for the Hornets right at midfield. 9:10 to go here in the third quarter. 40-7, Mogadore on top. McCroskey in the shotgun. This time they flip. They bring the 2 receivers down to the left. The one goes up top to the right. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back, which is Dylan Anderson, and he bowls forward for about 2 yards. It's going to make it 3rd and 1 on the Mogadore side of the 50 at the 48-yard line.
Aiden Stevens doing all he can to work that ankle out on the sideline. Replacing him is number 7, Canton Pollard, the 5'11 senior, getting some reps out there. You wonder if they'll try to see what he can do.
3rd and 1 from the Mogadore 48-yard line. They do have Dylan Anderson in the backfield behind McCroskey in the shotgun. 4 receivers this time. And they're going to pass it to the right side. Got the man, comes back in towards the inside, and he's going to be thrown down at the 42-yard line, but that's another East Canton first down.
Canton Pollard just said his name, and they went right after him. That corner on that side playing off the football. Guess who's back in the game? Aiden Stevens. You're not going to keep him out.
Yep, he still doesn't look clean on his steps, but he's not going to miss this one. As he's a junior, so he's still got another year in a Hornets jersey. Staying 3 receivers. Under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. McCroskey takes the snap, hands it off to Dylan Anderson, who runs straight forward inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. A decent 5-yard gain there by the Hornets.
Well, this is a different offense that we've seen than the first half. I mean, towards the end of the first half, East Canton started to get it clicking, but the defense just hasn't been able to stop Mogadore. It's good to see that their offense taking their time, getting positive yards, and moving the football.
So 2nd and 6 as they gave him 4 on that, down to the Mogadore 38-yard line. 4 receivers now, 1 in the slot up on the right side. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it to the right side, and in and out of the hands of both a defender and a receiver, falls incomplete.
Yeah, McCroskey's lucky that wasn't picked off, underthrown a little bit. But again, luck almost in their favor as Aiden Stevens almost caught the deflection, and he'd have been standing in the end zone for the second time today.
So it's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 38-yard line. It will definitely be 4-down territory for the Hornets. The clock keeps moving. We're down to 6:30 to go in the third quarter. McCroskey in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to keep it himself. Makes one guy miss and gets down to the 34-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. 3 or 4.
4th down.
4th down and about 4.
They're
going to say 2. They gave him a lot of forward progress there. So 6 minutes to go. And as we go through this running clock, each week I thank you, the fans, for spending your Friday nights with us here on the Q92 Sports Network. And I thank the sponsors because without them, we would not be able to bring you these games each and every week. But now I want to thank some others that we don't get to hear about much. McCroskey out of the shotgun, takes the snap, fires it to the corner a little too far, again high for his intended target. That's incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Canton Pollard was the intended receiver, but like you said, Jay, ball clearly overthrown. They'll turn it over, and here comes the Wildcat offense.
So Maddox Smith and Connor Lehner and company come back out. They're going to start 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line, and they will be in no rush as we are in a running clock. They lead 40-7. I want to thank our sports director, Christian. His tireless work helps put all of this together, and it's because of him we are set up for success. Every season and each and every week, he is one of the best in the business. So as our season comes to a close, thank you to Christian, our sports director of the Q92 Sports Network. They're going to hand it off to Lehner, who's going to go straight up the middle out to the 38-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, again, Connor Lehner They're not in a rush, Jay. You called it. They're just going to take their time, run the football, take what the defense gives them. I'm excited to see if Laner can break the 200-yard mark.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 from their own 38-yard line. Or no, 2nd and 6 from their own 38-yard line. They gave him 4 on that carry. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. They are going left to right. And Maddox Smith back under center. And he's going to take the snap and hand it off to a different running back this time. And he gets out to the 40.
15, Tyler Pendergast, the 5'11", 195-pound junior tailback, gets a carry.
So it's 3rd and 4 now. I also want to thank all the people back at the studio that make sure our equipment and sound is running good. We would not sound this good without your attention to detail each week. So thank you to Ryan, Jake, and Katie. Mike and myself appreciate you and everything you have done for us back at the station during the season. Back under center for Maddox Smith. He's going to drop back the pass. He's going to fire it to the right. He got his man out across the 50. It's going to be another first down for Mogadore as they enter East Canton territory again.
Mogadore offense just clicking. I mean, East Canton's defense playing way off on the receiver. Maddox Smith saw it and got him. And now Cade Thomas going off the field. I don't know if he's shaking up a little bit. It seems a little wobbly on his feet.
So 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats from the East Canton 47-yard line with 3 minutes left here in the third quarter as we are still in that running clock, and they're going to be in the I formation, only one receiver up top to the left. Takes the snap, hands it off to another running back who scats over to the left side, breaks past one tackle, and then he's finally going to be gang tackled at the 39-yard line of the Hornets.
Q Siggers Greco.
Wow.
The sophomore, 5'9", 150-pound tailback. He's listed as a quarterback, defensive back, but he is a running back as well.
So he got 8 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 2 from the East Canton 39-yard line. As Mogadore just methodically moving down the field, taking their time as they've pretty much, with the running clock, got this thing in the bag, barring something crazy back in the I formation. Takes the snap, hands it off again to the same guy as he gets inside the 35. Another first down for the Wildcats.
Q Siggers Greco.
I'm going to let you say that. I'm not saying it. I will mess it up, and that's the last thing I want to do.
That'll be the last thing you say on the stream as
I'll get tongue-tied up.
Air. Yep. I couldn't agree with you more, Jay. I know you said thanks to Christian at back at the hub, we'll say.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job to Katie, Jake, and Ryan keeping us on air all the time.
Maddox Smith back under center, and he's going to turn and hand it to the fullback who's just got nothing but lane in front of him and gets cut down at the 21-yard line by Aiden Stevens. Another first down.
Jake Hopkins, the junior, 6 feet, 195 pounds. He had wide open spaces.
So we are going to be under a minute to play here in the third quarter before this next snap. And when I get a moment, I have one more thank you to pass out. As like I said, these are some of the names that you don't hear each and every week. As I always thank you fans, because we love to bring you these games each and every week, and our sponsors who make this possible for us to be here. And they're going to hand it off again to their back with the long name. And he's going to get down inside the 20. And for the first time this half, Mogadore is in the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
Q Siggers Greco, the ball carrier, Jay. You'll say it once. You've got to. They're just pulling them. They're going to let this clock expire.
Yep, so we're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for a new opportunity? Mideast Trucking, family owned and operated since 1973, is hiring. We're proud to serve the oil field, hauling rigs, and heavy equipment across the region. We're now hiring general laborers, equipment operators, and CDL Class A drivers. Stop by and apply in person at 831 West Nassau Street in East Canton, or message us on Facebook today. Join the Mideast Trucking family, where hard work drives success. That's Mideast Trucking in East Canton.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore as we move to the fourth quarter, still in a running clock as the Wildcats lead the East Canton Hornets 40-7. And I think it's now time to talk about the next level as we are flipping the field. It's been a great season for the Hornets, and it looks like it's going to come to an end here tonight. They went 4-0 this season for the first time in 25 years as Mogadore is going to hand it off and continue to run this football. But a special year for the East Canton Hornets and John Spider-Miller as they did something that hasn't happened since you and I were kids.
Yeah, John Spider-Miller had it working here at East Canton, and hats off to them. Their athletic department always taking care of us when we go there and call games. Spider-Miller for the time that we get to chat with him. And Mogadore wasting no time, Jay, going back to the huddle. And we've got a ton of new names and new faces on the Mogadore offense.
So we're going to go under center again. They're going to hand it off up the right side, and they're going to dive forward. He's running through tacklers down to the 5-yard line.
Q Siggers Greco.
Q Siggers Greco on the carry.
You got it, man. Nicely done.
11 minutes to go here in the game. As again, we're at the running clock and we're under 11 minutes to go. Mogadore leads 40-7. My last, but certainly not least, thank you. I want to thank my broadcast partner right next to me, my friend Mike Voorhees. You being in the booth with me this season has made this my favorite season so far of the 5 years I've been with Q92. I've had a blast, and I want to thank you for your professionalism and your positive excitement every week. You have made me a better play-by-play caller all year, and hopefully we get to do this again next year.
Man, you're going to make me choke up on the week 13 of high school football playoffs, Jay. Hey, man, it has been an absolute ride. I thought last week we were done after Lake lost. I wasn't expecting to get the call that we were doing Mogadore East Canton, but was excited that we got to do one more.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that this is the last game. We don't know what
we never
next
know
week
what's
holds.
going to hold.
However, it has been an absolute ball this year working with you. I've enjoyed my time with Q92, but I have to admit, this year was probably one of my favorites as well. We have had a good time.
And they are second and goal from the 2. They get down to the 1-yard line, but East Canton, playing with that pride, stands up and keeps them out of the end zone for now.
Well, you thank me. I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank Q92 Sports. How about Sarshone Auto Group for being our title sponsor, RG Drag. They have been amazing as well. And Friends and Family Credit Union. Without our 3 main sponsors, week in and week out, we love playing your commercials. You guys make this what it is.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Wildcats. And they're going to hand it off to the fullback who's going to dive forward, and icing on the cake as he punches it in for a Mogadore touchdown.
Jacob Dasco, the freshman, gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Congrats, big man. You have gotten a touchdown in a varsity game. As a freshman, that's pretty good.
And we're going to see the extra point team come out and try to add to this.
We'll see what happens here as the clock continues to turn here. Number 15, Tyler Pendergast, on to attempt the extra point.
The extra point is down. It's up. Plenty of leg, and it is good. It is now 47-7. We're going to step away for a very quick commercial break. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for honest, reliable auto repair? Stuffed Automotive Systems in East Canton has you covered. This small family and locally owned shop specializes in diagnostics, air conditioning, brakes, and complete auto repair. Done right the first time. Check out their fresh new paint and graphics at 4100 Georgetown Street Northeast and see why locals trust them with their ride. Call 330-418-6394 or check out Stuffed Automotive Systems on Facebook.
The weather's changing, leaves are falling, and we all know what's next. Snow, salt, and chaos. Get ahead of it at JC's OCD Detailing, located at 444 North Wood Street in East Canton. From interior and exterior detailing, paint correction, or to durable ceramic coatings, we'll make sure your ride stays flawless no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. We obsess so you don't have to. Visit jcdetailing.org or call 330-428-1665 today. Because while seasons change, that OCD level shine should never fade.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here with 8:18 to go in the football game. Mogadore extends the lead to 47-7, and they are going to kick it back to East Canton as we will continue that running clock. And stick around for a very quick post-game show where we will go over the scores from around the area. I will have my final thoughts until we sign off. East Canton fields it at the 16-yard line out to the 30. Cuts it up the left side. Stevens out to the 32-yard line. A nice little return there by Aiden Stevens of the East Canton Hornets, and that's where they'll set up 1st and 10 with under a minute to go in the football game.
7 minutes to go. You said under a minute to go.
Oh, under 7 minutes or under
a little
8,
bit of time
under
left.
8 minutes to go. It'll feel like under a minute with this running clock.
Yeah, make sure you follow us on Q92 Sports on our social medias. After the game today, we'll get an interview with the Mogadore head football coach and a couple of players as well. And we'll post those on our social media page this evening.
Again, like you said, we never know if this will be our last game of the season. And Dylan Anderson's going to take it up the left side. He breaks free out to the 50, inside the Mogadore territory, down to the Mogadore 41-yard line. That's going to be a first down for East Canton, as even though this game is far out of reach, they are not quitting because, again, like we said multiple times, it's about walking out of here with your head held high and finishing this game with pride.
Absolutely. You don't want to – obviously a loss is going to hurt. The season's over. For these seniors, it's their last football game.
And Dylan Anderson's one of those seniors.
So you want to go out with as much pride as you possibly can.
Yep, so McCroskey's going to be in the shotgun as they are inside Mogadore territory, 1st and 10. 3 receivers. He takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off again, this time to Schroeder, who goes up the middle. Or no, that wasn't. That was a different guy. We get into these running clock situations, and they sneak guys in. That was Aiden Candle. Nice 8-yard gain, making it 2nd and 2 from the 33-yard line of the Wildcats.
That was me. I clicked my bag, sir. I'm wearing it on my back.
Like a runner, huh?
I am.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
6 minutes and counting. Memorial Stadium inside Mogadore High School. 47-7. Let's see if East Canton can score some style points.
Under 6 minutes to play in the game. McCroskey takes the snap, hands it off. That's not McCroskey anymore either. And they're going to burst it out inside the 20, down to the 10 to the 8-yard line. And East Canton has entered the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
Schrader.
Oh, Schrader again.
Schrader.
And it is, I'm trying to see who was at quarterback. I think is it Jaron Cope? I think it's Jaron Cope, who's a sophomore, 6'2", 170 pounds. I think he's taken over for Aiden McCroskey, and they're going to have a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line with under 5.5 to go here in the football game.
Yep, McCroskey, I see him on the sideline, still has his helmet on.
Him and Dylan standing next to each other as they've probably played their final snaps together as East Canton Hornets. And that's Cope, who's going to take the snap, hand it off to the running back, who goes up the left side, breaks one tackle, and gets in to the end zone. Colby Schrader on the run from 7 yards out.
Great job there. Scoring the touchdown for East Canton. Obviously, you're playing for pride right now. It shows.
No quit. Gotta love that. And I can promise you that John Spider Miller-led football team will never quit. So they're going to try the extra point here as well. McCroskey still comes in to be the holder for the extra point.
So that's his job. You love it.
Yeah, gotta love it. And the kick is up, plenty of leg, and it is good. It is now 47-14. We're going to step away for one more commercial break. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium as they now lead 47-14 after East Canton ran it in for a touchdown. Again, hang with me real quick in the post-game show. We'll get the scores from the other games. We'll get scores from the other games, and I'll have my final thoughts before signing off. For, like I said, what could be my final broadcast of the season, but you never know. We still got games going on out there. 4:17 left in this one. The minute the ball leaves the foot of the kicker, they'll move it back into, we still in a running clock? Yes, we are.
Yep.
And they started it up right there. And East Canton's going to boot it right down the left side through the hands of a Mogadore player, and it's rolling free. It's going to be picked up at the inch line. He's out to the 10, to the 12, and that's all he'll get. Mogadore will go 1st and 10 with under 4 to play.
Well, let's see if Mogadore just chooses to kind of run it out, slow play it.
That's what I would do, because you got to now think about next week. And you don't want any haphazard injuries to happen to anybody. Even though you got the second team in right now, you still don't want nothing to happen.
McKinley trailing men are 10-9. 9:06 left in the third. Massillon up big over DeSales.
Told you. DeSales just doesn't play the schedule. As good as they can be sometimes, they just don't play the schedule that can handle a Massillon football team that's just so well coached year in and year out. Back in the I formation for the Wildcats of Mogadore. They're going to hand it off to their running back, who runs it up the left side, then cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. And before this ball is snapped, we're going to be under 3 minutes to play with Mogadore moving on to the Division 7 Region 25 regional finals next week.
Did you get a number on that tailback?
Was
it number 29, Blake Adorney,
Yes.
the coach's son, getting a carry? I love it.
I believe it was.
I love it.
2:44 to go in the football game.
Hugh Siggers Greco in the backfield as well.
Offset eye in the backfield. 2nd and 7 after that 3-yard gain, and they're going to hand it off to Greco on a pitch to the left side. He gets out across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Jay, it has been an absolute ball this season.
Yes, it has, my friend.
We've had a blast.
Most fun I've had in the booth in the 5 years I've been with Q92. Of course, this is the first time where I've almost
had a consistent partner all
almost
season.
consistently had a broadcast
3
partner.
weeks. Well, 4 weeks total. I took a week off, and then 3 weeks was a fill-in for other games. So
Yep. But it's better than it was
Yeah.
because it's hard running these games by yourself. That's a lot of talking. And I love to talk, but sometimes I don't love to talk that much. Mogadore back in the eye. They drop the snap, and the quarterback's going to have to pick it up himself, and he's going to push forward for maybe a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And I believe that's the first 4th down for Mogadore since the beginning of or midway through the first quarter.
Yep.
And we have a sighting.
Okay.
They're bringing out the punt unit.
Oh, my.
They haven't done that all night. They haven't even thought about it. They haven't even needed it. And they're bringing out the punt unit. As we're at 1:05 to go in the game.
Oh, they brought out the Gator. The Gator's on the field, Jay.
It's almost cleanup time. And they're going to slow play that punt. He finally gets it away. And it's going to hit an East Canton player, and I think Mogadore's got it. And they do. So even their punt team is getting in on this action.
Well, the clock continues to run. Jay, I'll be interested to see if Mogadore actually is forced to run another play.
Well, I think they're going to have to. Nope. They're going to have to run one more play. Or no, they're going to wait to see if they even set the play clock. I don't think they're going to because they haven't set the football down.
Coach Adorney's telling his guys to line up. He's telling them we're not running another play.
So that's going to be it. And Mogadore's going to move on as they defeat East Canton 47-14. We're going to step away for a very quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will have some scores for you. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium as we are at a final. The Wildcats defeat the East Canton Hornets 47-14. I'm going to toss it over to my buddy Mike Voorhees. He's got some scores for us.
Hoban leads Hudson 35-3. Rocky River over Buckeye 42-35. Villa Angela St. Joseph leads 32-0 over Canfield. CVCA still leads Akron East 24-0. Garraway 18, Dalton 9. Galleon over Sandusky Perkins 14-7. Glenville leads Lake Catholic 7-3. Highland 48, North Ridgeville 0. Hillsdale 34, Siamese Valley 0. Kirtland 35, Smithville 7. Monroeville trails McDonald 27-13. Menor leads McKinley 10-9. West Branch trails Perry 6-0.
Wow.
St. Ed's over Toledo Whitmer 31-6. Washington Massillon 47, DeSales 14.
That's what this score was.
Triway, Genoa 21 apiece. Avon still leads Wadsworth 28-14. Walsh over Fitch 35-7. And Mooney over Garrettsville Garfield 56-6. Jay, those are my scores. I'm sticking to it, and I'm going down to the field.
All right, brother.
Have a good one, brother.
Yep. We're going to step away for one more commercial break. When we come back, I will have my final thoughts on the game here tonight. Before we sign off, you're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium as the Wildcats defeat the East Canton Hornets 47-14, and it was all Mogadore all the time. as we had a running clock through the second half. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touchdowns, 6 of them by Mogadore in the first half, we had one each here in the second half, and it was all in the fourth quarter as Dasco ran it in from 1 yard out for the Wildcats. The extra point was good. That made it 47-7. And then Schrader for East Canton late in the game ran it in from 7 yards out. Their extra point was also good, and that's how we got to the 47-14 final. Mogadore moving on. They'll play the winner of McDonald and Monroeville, which I believe that game is still going on. East Canton season comes to an end. Great seniors like Owen McCroskey and Dylan Anderson have played their final football game in a Hornets uniform, and they had a season for the ages. Again, they started this season 4-0 for the first time in 25 years. And head coach John Spider Miller led his guys to a great season. Nothing to hang their heads over because this Mogadore team is for real, and they have eyesights towards a state title here in Division 7 as they'll head next week to the Region 25 regional finals. Again, I'm Jay Wilhelm, and you've been listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. Don't forget to follow us on all our social medias, Q92 Sports, and head over to Q92radiosports.com to see what teams are left in our area and where we will be heading next week. We know that Massillon's going to be moving on, so we'll be wherever they end up. And as I always say, thank you for spending your Friday night with us here on Q92radiosports.com and our YouTube channel. And thank you to our sponsors, because without them, we would not be able to bring you these broadcasts each and every week. Have a good night, everybody.